World Cashew Convention. I'm Shruti from cashewinfo.com. With me, Ahmed Bin Sulayem, Chairman DMCC. Welcome to World Cashew Convention.
Great to be here.
DMCC is the world's largest free zone for SMEs. And how has this milestone been achieved in such a short time, sir?
DMCC has won the award from the FDI as the best free zone for SMEs in the Middle East and North Africa region. It's also received that award for the UAE as well. We feel there is more to build on that, and we feel the future is on startups and SMEs. We've announced a few months ago, and AstroLabs Google has announced establishing a business in DMCC for startups, an incubator. We're attracting a lot of similar projects, whether it's on the agro or the IT and other related businesses. When we look at conventions like this, if you look at this example, it's the first inaugural one, and it's in Dubai. We take great pride in these opportunities. We know when we look back at what made DMCC a success, despite less infrastructure 12 years ago, a smaller airport 12 years ago, and now we have two mega airports, all at the time of planning was seen to be reaching out for matters that didn't make sense to a lot of people. But today, Dubai International Airport is full and overcrowded, some say, despite the expansion, and that's related to the cargo, to the passengers, and the rest of the facilities. The Dubai International Airport provides the same thing with the second airport, Al Maktoum Airport. DMCC has also taken that type of attitude of progressive mentality, and we do our best to leave nothing to chance. Believe it or not, when we were establishing DMCC, there was talks about focusing on the nuts, pistachio and cashew and all that. We felt let's cover gold and diamonds, and we'll get to that. And then we created the commodities section, which is one of my favorite personally, because I feel it's a necessity. It's different from gold and diamonds, even though they're doing they're a big part of a lot of people's lives and all that. But in this, whether it's manufacturing, whether it's end users, but agro, I have a soft spot for agro, tea, and I like the success stories, especially the ones that we can see that there's progress in them.
What is the plan for future leveraging on this success?
Don't be complacent. When we started, we would have loved to have 20% of this type of recognition and awareness. We didn't have that when we started. I believe that was due to the lack of awareness in the region, whether it's from the media, the community. What you see today is awareness amongst the traders about Dubai's facility, the region's facility, the areas where they can expand, but also as far as the public is concerned, whether they're consumers or investors. I think more awareness about the cashew and the agro industry will go a long way. That's a key part, is information. Information is key to that, and the spread of information is nowhere near as it was over 12 years ago. Today, the trend is changing so fast. The tools are very user-friendly that every business is just setting themselves up fast and engaging. So I'm very optimistic, and looking at the new trends and people's change in the way they eat. Vegetables, agro, and cashews are becoming more and more of a person's daily diet, or every 2 days. You look at cold pressed juices, you have cashew nuts milk. It's not just the side of a table with some, in case you want it, or the second nuts. Now actually people look at it as a replacement for other types of proteins and food, and they avoid the mishaps or the side effects of or intolerance they have. So there's a lot to do here.
What are the key challenges you're facing, sir?
It varies from time to time. I believe the worst challenge, I've had two that I feel that was challenging and scary moments, but the global recession is one, and the timing of it was a bit frustrating for me because we've just moved into DMCC. So I really wanted to see how this would function when we moved to the base of what we've been communicating. That was, but we withstood the recession. The commodities industry kept growing. The fact that we have the largest number of businesses and still registering companies at a rate of 160 to 200 companies a month is promising to us, and we feel that in the next month or so will be over 10,000 businesses in DMCC, and that itself I believe will attract a lot. But I would say the biggest challenge was starting DMCC. We're establishing it, setting the decree in place, making sure the decree reflects what His Highness' vision is, and prioritizing where to focus: industrial, light industry, trading, which commodity, and finding the expertise and retaining them. I believe we will address these more and more as DMCC grows, because it influences the industry, it influences the community here. We have universities in JLT, Russia, and in the future I think we'll have a Swiss-based university or Austrian, I can't recall, but more and more education and awareness and training is coming out of our community, not just DMCC. We interact with universities for people who want to take courses or work experience during the summertime, and some have joined DMCC and moved on as well. So we have people come and go, and I like that position that DMCC is in. The challenge would be growing too big, I believe. We need to always look and prioritize and focus where the attention and opportunities are required, and at the same time it's not all about profit, P&L, but it's also about corporate responsibility. It's also about adding value to the industry, to the region, and I believe that all comes together in the end.
Yes, sir. Like agriculture, commodities and food has been an important part of this journey. Do you see any specific opportunities in serving cashew sector?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't. We've had great success with the tea industry, created the Dubai Tea Trading Center. I've mentioned the growth of it. We're currently still the largest re-exporter of tea in the world, and I believe with the efficiency of the civil aviation, the airports in the UAE, and Emirates Airlines connection to pretty much every continent in the world, and more airlines connecting with Dubai, the shipping industry is growing. So the tea is still going to grow, because we're still meeting and registering more and more businesses from different regions. When it comes to cashew, this is the first event, and few are already members, some shipping and facility services are already in Dubai, but some of these players here have never been to Dubai.
Yes.
Never been. And Dubai and the UAE has a key focus on the emerging markets. Africa is a superpower as well, and will grow further. India is an important trading partner, and Dubai has always linked the two. So when it comes to the African and the other region, and connecting it with the Far East, this is what Dubai is banking on, and we believe there's more to explore. It's not just the logistics. The ease of business here is unparalleled to anywhere else. And connecting, today I strongly believe opportunities will be made, ideas will come out of this convention, and I will be meeting a lot of the exhibitors and participants that are here already, not just the speech.
What is your feedback on this World Cashew Convention, sir? How it has organized and what you're expecting in the next year?
I can't predict what's going to happen next year, but I'm excited about the turnout, over 400 participants,
Yeah.
and this is only about cashew.
Yeah.
It's not commodities in general. I believe after this you'll see more and more participants who do not want to miss out on the networking opportunities. There's a difference between 10 years ago and today. We used to present what we plan to do, what we're focusing on doing. Today we invite them to the Al Mas Tower, the world's tallest diamond tower, tallest commercial tower in the Middle East. Current location, active members, active businesses, maybe more networking sessions, but at the same time there's something tangible, and it's different when you're talking about a product you already have, not a promise that's going to come in. Between that and also we'll probably present our expansion and future plans, which will come in due time as well.
Thank you so much, sir, for your
Most
time.
welcome.
Sir.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.